Not Kylie being left at the Thanksgiving altar. You guys, what am I talking about? Remember how after Timothée Chalamet humiliated Kylie and let everybody know in the industry that she's desperate to get into, the fashion industry, the Hollywood thing, that Kylie is nothing but a disposable plaything, to the point of, he said, I say this without any fear, I'm not talking about that. And he wouldn't publicly claim her. People were thinking that Kylie thought she was about to be publicly claimed because they've been all over. You know, he is good for a photo shoot. Well, get this. It looks like Kylie fell for the okie doke, or maybe she was just BSing, because a lot of sources are standing firm on the fact that he broke up with Timothy broke up with her. But the thing is, people are saying that breakup was a let him cheat in peace situation, and that Kylie always finds a way to beg him back. This time, remember how she was bragging? Well, it doesn't matter because he's going to be at our house for Thanksgiving. To which I said, Kylie, do you know who you are? You're not a billionaire, but you are young. You are pretty. You have 2 cute kids, and you are worth at least a few $100 million. Why are you proud of the fact that a man that won't hold your hand and claim you publicly, even to say, oh, I'm very happy, or just say, why are you bragging about the fact that he'll come see you in secret for Thanksgiving? Well, get this. People are saying that Kylie is furious because Timothée never showed up for Thanksgiving. So she doesn't have any pictures to show off or post. So she can't even publicly lash out at Timothée over that. But get this, even through all of it, they say that Timothée has given Kylie an ultimatum. That no, he won't be at any of her family events. No, he won't be there for the holidays. However, if she wants, she can attend the Marty Supreme red carpet. Y'all, somebody go send help for Kylie. This man is telling you, I will not claim you. I'm not coming around. I'm not doing anything. I hope he at least sends the kids presents for Christmas. However, you can come to the Marty Supreme premiere. Why? Because Kylie Jenner going anywhere, especially with all these breakup rumors, is going to be marketing gold. And those pictures from the red carpet are going to be seen everywhere. This man said, I will not claim you. I am not yours. Don't do this and that. However, you can come and give me free publicity that my PR machine would have to pay hundreds of thousands, and the studio would have to pay maybe even millions of dollars worldwide for that to be seen. And get this, this is the sad thing. People are saying that Kylie is considering it, and Kris Jenner is the one pulling her back, being like, sweetie, we've gone too far. Let's get into this. So remember this first thing, right? Kylie is very excited for Timothée Chalamet to spend Thanksgiving week with her family after filming abroad. After filming abroad, he was just in New York a few weeks ago. You were going to see him all the time. Again, they said despite their distance, they've stayed close. And it went on to say, Kylie's very excited that he's been back in LA, the source says of Timothée, who's been in Europe shooting Dune. She's happy to have some special time with him before he returns to filming. They said the couple are celebrating with her family next week, but he's also spending time with his family before he has to return to the Dune set. Now, this is the sad part, because I don't know whether Kylie made up the fact that Timothée was going to be with her, because Timothée doesn't make comments to the news media. He just goes out. So if Kylie says they're still together, because you know the Kardashians run all this stuff, Timothée wouldn't come out and say, no, we're not. He would just do what he's been doing. He's been partying all over LA and New York, acting like he is very single and ready to mingle. Now, hear me out. They say that Timothée hasn't publicly said, I don't mess with her, because Kylie is always waiting there with open arms and maybe even legs when he wants to come back, whenever he feels like he wants to come back. But again, sources are saying that it should be evident to Kylie right now that he wants to come back for free promo, free publicity, never anything that really ties him to her or even he doesn't want anyone to think he's taking her seriously. Now, hear me out on this as we keep going, okay? Think about it. They said Timothée was going to be there and spending a week with Kylie's family. I already thought that was a lie, because why would you spend the week with Kylie's family when you have your own family that I believe lives in either LA or New York? And he is very tight with his sister. His sister still follows his ex, Lily Rose, but doesn't follow Kylie. He's very tight with his sister, very tight with his mom, very tight with his dad. Why wouldn't you spend that whole thing with your family. Why would you spend a week with the Kardashians when you couldn't even be bothered to show up for any of the kids' birthdays, for Kylie's birthday, for Kris Jenner's birthday, none of the premieres, and nothing that Kylie has going on in her life, both personally or professionally? Why would you do that? Some people said Timothee was making a mea culpa. Please, Kylie, I'm sorry. I know I messed up. Okay, I'll spend the week. Which I think Kylie would have been happy with a photo op. He's been getting photoed everywhere. So if you were happy with that photo op and you didn't get one, if you would have been happy with a photo op and you didn't get one, second thing why I thought they broke up. Okay, well, the plot thickens, okay? So I was like, this doesn't even sound real. So now Thanksgiving has come and gone. Timothee did not come. He did not show up. Kylie knows that. Everybody knows that. But remember this line that was in there? But he's also spending time with his family before he has to return to the Dune set. Okay, the spending time with the family is the out for Kylie. Because because when you eat Thanksgiving, you're in the house all the time. All right. So there's no way to confirm whether Timothee was there or not. This works out in Kylie's favor. Timothee doesn't care. He's living his life partying. But when you see him out and about with his friends, with his family, after Thanksgiving or before Thanksgiving, Kylie can always just say, no, he flew in and he flew out. Don't forget, Kylie has a private jet. Again, people are saying none of this happened. Timothee is just sick of Kylie. And here's the thing that's sad about Kylie. I actually think that Kylie could have had Timothee any which way she wanted. I think the fact that when Timothee, as with anybody, figures out that they can have you at their beck and call, at their random moment, and they don't have to give anything, well, most people that are incredibly selfish would start taking advantage of that. If Kylie had put up boundaries early and been like, no, I'm not going to A, you have to come to B. No, I'm not going to your premiere. Are you coming to my birthday party? You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, maybe Kylie knows that if she did put her foot down, he would just float off to the next person. I don't understand why Timothee is exactly so ashamed to actually claim Kylie, unless, despite what everybody thinks about the Kardashians and them controlling media, that Hollywood and people that actually earn their craft, they look down on them. Because why else would he do this? He could be dating a random girl. Why else would he do this? Anyway. So they're saying that Kylie is so sad that Timothee didn't spend Thanksgiving for her. Let's see if any pictures show up. Let's see if anything happens. She hasn't posted one. And I feel like if Timothee was there, she would at least posted something with Timothy's arm in the background, his cap, a sweater, something that she could gloat and think. Because she has literally been gloating on air about Timothee being her boyfriend. Okay, so what is the saddest thing? The next thing that's happening is Timothee or his people, they are saying, did offer Kylie a choice. All right. He's not showing up for the holidays. He's not going to publicly claim her. He's not even going to get in an open relationship or say that's his girlfriend. He's not. But Kylie is welcome at his request, on his timetable, to show up at all the parties, at all the premieres, at all the everything. She is welcome to show up and be there, which is such a slap in the face, because at the end of the day, Kylie has given this man millions in free publicity for all his movies. Regardless of what you think of Kylie or not, just her even being on the red carpet, her being there, it always sparks interest. And the fact that after all the humiliation, the only thing that he's offering her now is, fine, you can come to the Marty Supreme premiere since you miss me so much. And the fact that Kylie was going to take it, maybe still will take it, and the only person stopping her is Kris Jenner being like, girl, no, pull back. Again, Kylie likes dating famous men. She felt like she was on a high with Travis. He was the biggest rap act at that point, entertainer before Astroworld. She's getting a high from Timothee. He is the best actor. But again, the same way as Travis and the nonsense she went through, it looks like she's doing the same thing with Timothee. Anyway, how humiliating, how embarrassing. But you don't gotta feel sorry for Kylie, because I know people are gonna be like, just because she's a billionaire doesn't mean she doesn't have feelings. Shut up. She has time. She has options. She has everything. Everybody in this life has to get out of their own way. I just really do hope that whatever forces Kylie to move like she has no self-esteem, I hope she fixes that, because Timothee is even being more grimy to her than Travis ever was. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, you guys, thoughts and prayers to Kylie's self-esteem, and she literally was dumped for the holidays. Bye.